Guys, welcome back to another video. Before we start, I would like to say a massive thank you to all our subscribers, because we have actually reached 1,000 subscribers, which when I first started this channel I didn't expect anything like this. I'm only doing it for a bit of fun and also to share our experiences with you and hope you find it interesting. So please, thank you very much. I am humbled to reach this milestone. So yes, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, in this video we are going to be doing, as it says in the title, repairing another VW transporter, i.e. this one I'm sitting in right now. We're going to go right from the very beginning, from the actual auction date. I'm going to show you how I bought it, my reaction when I did get it, because I was very excited, because earlier on this year I sold my T5, which actually broke my heart when I sold it, but I wanted a new project. I wanted to move on to something else. So although yes, I was sad to see it go, I've got a new van. I've repaired it, happy to say. I'm driving it. I'm enjoying every single second of it. So in this video we are specifically going to deal with buying the vehicle, repairing the vehicle, and that will be that. However, I'm going to chop it up into quite a few videos, because after the repair we've got a body kit going to go on it. So there's going to be a video for a body kit. We are also going to do a video for the 2 front seats, which I'll be recovering in seat covers. That didn't actually go to plan, so I'm going to show you what I did to make them look a lot better than they actually do when you take them out. We are going to be converting it into a camper van, which is a major thing as well, as you know. What else? Facelift. This is a T6. We're going to be converting it into a T6.1. So I'll show you how to do that. So please check out the other videos. We're going to start with this one, how it all began, and then I'm going to show you. We will set out the other videos in time. It does take a lot of time to do these videos and obviously upload them and everything else. So please bear with us, but we will be putting every single aspect of this build in videos in the future. So once again, thank you very much, and without any further ado, let's get this party started. This is what happened.
Sold on approval.
This is it.
Yeah. Have you got your bid in now?
Yeah. No one's bidding on it.
New bidder.
One minimum bid.
Bonus time.
Motherfuckers.
Bonus time.
Fucking livers. Please, now, come on. Boom!
What did it say? Did it sell it?
It actually said you won. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's freezing cold, foggy, although it has cleared a bit now. But nevertheless, I'm super excited. I'm extremely happy because my new project has just arrived. I've just had a vehicle delivered. I've got tons and tons of plans for this vehicle. So let's have a look at it and let's see what needs doing. Let's do it. So what we have here is a 2018 VW Transporter. It's a 7-speed auto, which is nice. This is a minibus, so it actually has the windows already in the vehicle, so they're the genuine VW windows, and the middle bench as well. It's also got another sliding door on the other side. Yeah, it appeared that this vehicle was being rented out by some cycling team which were travelling around Europe. They've actually got their team logo or something on the windscreen there. But yeah, it was covered in stickers and all kinds of sponsorships, which is why they've painted it over with what looks like emulsion paint just to cover the stickers because of the sponsorship, so they've had to cover them up for, I suppose, legal reasons. But anyway, that's not important. Yeah, so basically front impact, which has resulted in the airbags going off, the dash one and the steering. Also the pre-tensioners have gone, so seat belts will need to be replaced as well, along with a new dashboard and a new airbag for the steering. Inside's pretty nice and clean. Mileage quite low, 53,000 miles. Nice and clean inside, really. I mean, it's not that old anyway, but yeah, nice and clean. With regards to the damage, we're going to need a bonnet, a front panel. The radiators all look well. There's water in the rads, so there doesn't seem to be any kind of damage there. It's got active cruise control on this as well, which also looks like it's okay. This is where the main impact was. It's damaged the front panel, headlight. There's an airbox behind there which is also damaged. Wing, obviously, and just behind here where the wing actually sits, so the inner wing is damaged as well. Until I take it apart, I won't know to what extent. The door is damaged, so I'll put a new door on that, not bother repairing that. Suspension wise, just took the wheel off, and the wishbone, as you can see, the leg is just moving, it's just wobbling about there, and that's because the actual wishbone is broken, completely snapped off. Along with that, the drive shaft's been ripped out as well. So we'll need a drive shaft, a drop link or link arm, and a wishbone, and hopefully that will put all that right. Doesn't seem to be any other damage anywhere else. The alloys has been scraped. It looks like it's took a scrape against a wall or something. So we're replacing that door. Middle door's fine. Does have a little graze, but it's nothing major. And then there's a graze on the rear quarter. Well, it's more than a graze, it's dented, and it's broke the actual rear light. It's pulled that off, and it also pulled the rear bumper off as well, completely pulled it off, but there is no damage at the rear. So that arch is repairable, that dent there, and we'll replace this panel because that comes off. There's no damage on the other side, and I wasn't too fussed about the front anyway, because we're facelifting this vehicle, so we're putting a 6.1 front on it. So when I was looking, I was sort of looking for a front end damage anyway. Pillar's a little bit damaged here. It's had a little push here which has broken the windscreen. But that's it. That's the new project. This side, nothing wrong with it at all. In fact, there's a little push here. Just a little push there, nothing major, so I have to push that out. But yeah, other than that, on this side there's nothing going on. So we'll strip it down, we'll order the parts in, we'll get it moving, because at the moment I haven't even heard it start yet, and we'll go from there. Right, so we've taken the front wing off just to expose what was behind there, and as you can clearly see, the inner wing is crumpled and crushed. So what we're planning to do now is buy a whole new inner wing, cut this all away and replace it. We've already got a new front panel for it. This is where the ECU is. Very lucky that that didn't get damaged at all. It was very close to getting damaged, as you can see from the actual housing of the fuse box, completely broken. But luckily the electrics didn't get damaged at all. So I've already ordered a new fuse box housing, and what we're going to do is we will remove the battery, remove this fuse box housing, make sure that all the wires are tucked away safely before we start actually cutting away, and we'll completely remove this section. Underneath is actually okay, so that didn't get touched, and just replace that section, replace the battery tray, because I've removed it temporarily because it was the tray that actually pushed sort of everything over, so obviously that's all got to be pushed back. Luckily the suspension strut, which is right at the back there, hasn't been affected at all. So basically, I mean, this hole in the wing here is literally for where the fuse box sits. Chassis arms are perfectly straight, they haven't been touched. So on the whole, good news really. So I'll take all this apart, dismantle it, and we can have a better look at what the actual damage looks like without any of the plastics and the battery in place. Right, so as you can see here, this is the wishbone we've taken off the vehicle, and yeah, with the whack it completely snapped it off. That's the link arm as well, that got pulled off as well. So we've now fitted it with a new wishbone and a new link arm and a new drive shaft as well. So I've actually got it all driving. Drove it up and down the yard, so that was good news. And obviously now that it's moving, it makes it more easier to work on and move about, because as it was, it literally was a dead weight, you just couldn't move it. But now, yeah, everything is on the right path, and we'll just continue to carry on with the repairs. Okay, now that we've taken off the fuse box housing, we can see the extent of the damage to the inner wing. So as you can see, it is just the outer bit. I mean, there's not much of an inner wing anyway, really. It literally starts from there and then narrows off to virtually nothing, so you've literally just got that panel there. So what we're going to do is we'll cut that completely away and replace it. The actual mount there, that's where the shock absorber strut sits, just behind where are we, there. That's all perfectly fine, none of that's moved, so that's all good. So we'll cut this away, get a replacement, weld it in, get the fuse box, the new fuse box, and fit all that wiring back in, and then fit the battery tray and get it all put back, so we can move on to the next stage. So that's the inner wing all cut away. Now that the inner wing has been cut away, most of the damage is gone. So we're just trimming the fat off this inner wing, this new inner wing. There's quite a few bits and pieces that we didn't actually need. So we're just de-seaming it, drilling out the weld, removing the bits we don't need, so we can get a nice tidy fit when it goes in place. So there's not much of an inner wing really anyway. So we'll tidy all this up. We're going to have to cut a bit here to accommodate for the new wing, and obviously remove some of these damaged bits here. But we'll carry on tidying that up and try and get a nice fit for the new inner wing. Right, so we've put the inner wing on. It's only like a temporary fit, just to see how it's shaping up, what little bits need trimming, adjusting, and so on. Battery tray now lines up lovely with it, so that's good. Places where I drilled out the welds on the new piece have all lined up lovely, and that supporting bracket there lines up with where it's supposed to be welded. I've even got the wing on just to get a rough idea what we're looking like. So currently not too bad at all. It still all has to come off now and trim a few other bits off just to get it sit properly, and obviously then once we're happy with it, we'll weld it in, seam it all up, seam sealer it all up, and that'll be that part of the job done. But as you can see, there's not really much of an inner wing. There's not much of it, but still everything bolts onto it, so that's why you need it. So anyway, yeah, we'll strip it down again, tidy it all up. When I'm happy with it, weld it up and move on to the next step. We've welded in the inner wing. That's completely welded in now. You can see that's all in place. We've lined it all up with the battery tray, the bonnet, put the front panel on as well just to make sure it all fits nicely. Got the bottom half of the fuse box in with all its components, they're in place as well. So looking much better now. So we're going to start refitting the dashboard next, and also we also have to replace the airbag module. We don't have to replace it, you can send it off and have it reset, which costs around £30–40, something like that. They just reset them and send them back. But when I bought the kit, basically the airbag kit, it actually came with a new module which hasn't been involved in an accident. So we've got the steering wheel airbag, the pre-tensioners, seat belts, the module, and on the roof we have the new dashboard with the airbag already fitted inside there as well. So we'll be fitting all that back in, and hopefully once it's in it should clear the light on the dashboard and everything will be back to normal again. So that's where the module is for reference if you ever need to get one out. That's where it is. Sits under a plastic cover under the carpet. Right, so just a quick update while we've got it outside and we've got the daylight, we can see what we've done to it so far. I've got it pretty much all lined up, so everything is in place. The bonnet shuts and opens properly, all the body lines on the wings, they're all okay. I think I said earlier I've had to change a hinge because that was slightly bent, we couldn't get the door to sit properly, so now it is sitting properly. The damage that was on the pillar here where it was all pushed in and all that, we've sorted that out, straightened it all up. As you can see in there, it's all nice and perfect now. We've got the dash in, airbags are all fine, lights out on that. We've got the guy coming in to fit the windscreen in the next few days. We're going to get the windscreen put in, so that's all good. Everything in there is pretty much all done and dusted. There's still this little bit I've got to pull out here on this step here. It's no big deal. Pull that out, straighten it up, get that all straight, but at the moment it's not affecting anything that needs to be done. What else? The door all shuts absolutely spot on. I've bought this panel as well here because that was all bent and twisted, so I took care of that. Battery tray's all alright, that's all sorted now. Obviously we've had a look under there, that's all done now. All inside there is fine. So very happy at the moment with the way everything's going. All sits nice, all shuts nice. So yeah, at the moment all systems go. Right, the time has come to take the van for an MOT. I think it's ready, I'm pretty sure it's ready. So we'll run it in and see what happens. Hopefully I get to drive it home today. Woo, woo, woo. Where is he? Come on, say something. Don't swear. Don't swear. It's YouTube. All done. MOT done. I have the MOT. Yes. So now I'm going to go and tax it and I'm going to drive it home. So after a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, we've finally finished. Let's have a look at what it's come out like.
If you let me good, good, good with the moon and the sun comes up, then I love you too. I do, 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 do. Come on, get me in a mood, 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 mood. I don't wanna think about the world before you. Tunnel vision, I only know you lying in my arms like I won the lottery. Wonder if you ever get lightheaded at the thought of me, right? You feel so right. Insomnia, you're keeping me up at night. I'm calling in sick, 'cause I'm sick in love. I must admit you got me spinning like a carousel light. I'm upside down, go round and round and round and round. You're lightning, baby, don't you let me down. If you let me good, good, good with the moon and the sun comes up, then I love you too. I do, 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 do. Come on, get me in a mood, 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 mood. If you let me good, good, good with the moon and the sun comes up, then I love you too. I do, 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 do. Come on, get me in a mood, 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 mood. I can't see clearly, no, it's really the way you wrap around me like I'm feeling oasis. Yeah, run away, it's the best kind of terrified, forever up in my mind.
Right, so there's the completed project. I say completed, it's still got a long way to go because there's lots of stuff I still have planned for this particular van. But we'll just go over everything that we did. Where the impact was here mainly. Smashed the front panel, bonnet, lights, bumper was all gone. Also smashed the fuse box inside. So we had to rip all that out and replace. When we took the front wing off, we noticed that the inner wing was completely crushed. So we had to cut that away and replace all that. We put a new door on it. The side sliding door was fine, a couple of little dents on the side which we repaired. Rear quarter was damaged. We replaced this panel here, repaired this panel, new back bumper. Now obviously you've noticed that there's a kit on this vehicle as well. I will be doing a separate video specifically for the body kit on how that fits, how that goes on, so keep a lookout for that, as we still have a boot spoiler to go on, a tailgate spoiler. This side was pretty straightforward, there wasn't a lot going on with this. As it's a colour change, all inside the door shuts. That's all been done. If you remember, all the airbags were gone, so a complete new dashboard, new seat belts, and the module was reset, so we're back to how it was originally before the accident. I've recovered the steering wheel, I've gloss blacked the whole dashboard. The glove box is an added extra, so you buy that, stick that in, that comes in that piano black, and you also get these air vents covers as well, but this I actually painted, and the stereo surround I painted as well. Again, I'm trying to sort the interior out, that's going to be another video on that. That is literally just a seat cover, but I will do a video on that as well, because I'm not actually quite happy how they're sitting at the moment. So, and to fit those you literally got to take the whole seat apart, so we've got to do that. I'll be doing a video using this seat and showing you how to do that. So that's inside. On top of that, we dropped it by 50mm, stuck 20-inch Momo alloys on it. Also, while the front was completely smashed, we thought it'd be a good opportunity to just facelift it rather than just put a T6 front on it. So again, I will be doing a separate video on the whole facelift, the parts you'll need, and what you'll need, and how you go about actually facelifting it. Not difficult, actually fairly easy. So there'll be a video on that as well. But other than that, that's my T6 stroke T6.1. Once again, thank you for watching, and if you've lasted this long and watched the whole video, I do appreciate it. A lot of work goes into what we do, and I do like to share our experiences with you all. So if you're interested in what else I've got planned for this van, do subscribe to our channel. It would be much appreciated. We're always thinking new stuff to do, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So hopefully you'll join us for some more adventures and more journeys into other jobs we may have in the future. But yeah, for now, thanks a lot guys. Take care.